Hey, good evening. Guess what? We're back. Yep, one more review. I'm gonna show you the Pro Box top. I know everybody's got a Pro Box top. Well, hey, I'm at least gonna show you what I like, my dislikes. You know, maybe Pro Box may make it better in the future, but you know, who knows? But I'm putting it out there for the people that haven't bought one yet, that want to buy one. Sit back and watch. All right, with this Pro Box, it's a Pro Box top. You can see there, it's a genuine. I opted for the one with the bigger light bar. And on this light bar, I'll have to say it's more like a spotlight in my opinion. I know it shows a spot in the middle and two floods on each side, but yeah, hey kitty. Anyway, on the trail, it's more of a straight out beam. I mean, it narrows out probably about 100 yards, maybe a little less, just out in front of the machine, just a big white ball. I have had previous light bars that lit up the sky. You know, I mean, just lit everything up. Of course, it blinded every single body coming down the trail. I'm not sure that this one would actually blind everybody coming down the trail because it's, like I said, it's more of a spot and not like a flood. I think I prefer the flood better, but that's what's there. Be nice if light bars had an option, you know, high beam, low beam, something like that, to swap over between. You know, some may do, but this is what comes on the Pro Box top. And no, these wings, the rain guards, I made those myself. Those do not come on Pro Box. But that is something that Pro Box, hey, you need to look into adding to your boxes for accessories, because it's a must. I'll come on around to the back. As you can see, this is one of the older ones. When I bought this one, they haven't come out with a slanted back. Now they make one with a slant back that's got some extra speakers and so what, but I've got a back window, so not a big deal, not a big loss for me. It does have a spotlight on the back. It's LED, it works good. It'll light up behind you really, really well. I know my old RzR, I had one on each side. Of course, I had a factory top at the time. And this one does really, really well. The only thing it doesn't do is really shine the left and right rears. But for one, my chainsaw's in the way to get one side, but it really doesn't light up the sides that well. That's the only thing I do miss, but I've got rock lights. So I put my rock lights on white. Well, that'll do a good job. So you can kind of see where you're backing into. I'll come on around. The way this thing mounts up and underneath it, right here, you've got a clamp. Back here on the back cage, you've got two clamps, and there's another one on the other side, right over there. Those are little rubberized clamps. They go in. I don't know if you can see it that well. There it is. And up on the top, you can tell they're Allen. That's what I've mounted my rain guard to as well. All right, let's go around to the driver's side. Have a seat in the cockpit and just kind of let you see what these things are made of and what they look like. I'm not going to crank it up because I'm not even going to power the radio, just for one. Audio on cameras don't do anything any justice, so all I'll be doing is making my neighbors mad and my cows mad out there too. So I'm just going to kind of show you what it's got. It's got here what I call the upper center console. And this thing is wired straight to the battery. It's got heavy, heavy duty wiring. You can see here, it's got a good plug. It plugs into the top, comes down, and then runs all the way down the cage, and then plugs into the battery. It's got fuse bus bars. It's nice. So you've got your front light bar, and it lights up. Your rear light bar. That's how you control those, so you ain't gotta search around on your dash and all that when you're trying to find a quick which button to cut your light bar off because you're meeting somebody on the trail. This side over here, if I can get my fingernails up and under it. There you go. It's a waterproof aux plug. So you can plug in your accessory if you don't want to Bluetooth it. And that's where you would plug that in. And it's got a spot here. That's where we keep our Windrock passes and other passes and insurance. It's got a spot here that's just big enough. Now the big iPhones won't fit in it very good. They do fit, but not very well. So you could put a phone up there. It's pretty deep to you know, keep it up out of the elements. I myself, I'm Bluetooth, and I use it with my Lifetime Trail Maps pad. Also right here above it, this is a USB. Right there. If you need to charge your phone while it's up there, you can charge it as well. We don't use those because we have one on the dash. And we don't really string a wire up here out of the way. But if I turn the key on, it's got a volt reader. Power this thing up. You can see the voltmeter right there, and you heard it kick on. So I'm going to crank the machine. So you've got a voltmeter right there. Kind of helps you know if your alternator or not alternator, because you don't have one on here, but you know that it's not charging the system like it should. We also carry one on the dash, but that's our own add-ons. And I've actually went through 2 of these. I'm not sure what brand it is. It's Amazon, but it works. I've actually went through 2 of every switch up here. The backs come apart on those. That'll be for another video. But back up here, like I said, this is your control panel for your radio. You've got your play, pause, your forward, reverse, and you've got your up and down for volume. And mainly what you do is you push it in for your pause and play. You can do a quick bump, and that changes your tracks from one side to the other, or you hold it down a little bit to the right or to the left, and that turns your volume up and down. What I suggest in that case is go ahead and set the volume on the Pro Box Top the way you like it, as loud as you want it, and then control your volume from either your phone or your iPad, because that makes it a lot simpler. Because fooling with this here, it is a pain. When you're trying to turn it up, you'll end up changing tracks and you'll get aggravated. So it's just better off just put it on the iPad or your tablet or your phone or whatever you're using, your iPod, and just use that for your volume. I just use that to change tracks as well. I just use this switch to cut it on and off and to pause it sometimes, because sometimes it's easier to get to that to pause it than it is to come off of my Lifetime Trail Maps map, go back into the other window and change tracks, or to pause or whatnot. But you can volume up and down from whatever window you're in, and it works fine. Also up here you have a cab light. It's just a touch LED, and it is bright. It works good. And as you can see here, it is a 500 watt amp that Pro Box puts out. The speakers are also, they're 6x9s. These do not have the RGB in them. I did not opt for that. I wanted to be able to see when driving at night. I've got rock lights, whip lights, so I can get my lights out of that. I will tell you, warranty. They do warranty these quite well. Heads up though, keep your receipt where you bought it. If not, you'll have to do like me, go back to the dealer, have them print off the invoice where it shows that you bought the Pro Box Top. I had an amplifier go bad, and once they determined, hey, I bought the Pro Box Top, that I was the owner, they shipped me out a brand new amp, free of charge, no questions asked. I plugged her in, done it myself, and voila, been working ever since. No more issues. I did, however, mount my radio's external speaker, my two-way radio. I did not drill any holes in this box top. It is put in by one of the screws, or by two of the screws off of the amplifier mounting plate. So I tried to keep the integrity of the box top just like it was. That's the reason when I mounted my rain guards are done through the factory connections on the Pro box top. Because if something happens, I want to be able to warranty it and it stand by it. So that's my tidbit on Pro box tops.